Oh, no specs there. You're so idiot.
All right. I'm gonna sit that right there. What you talking? Okay, here you go, buddy. All right. That's what we gonna talk about today. These barons. See, he been worked on and everything. But if you can see it, see the Veve up in there. But that been with me a long time right there, but so what we talking about today is these here barons. The dead. And working with the dead. See, that's one thing that they made clear to me. Is that it's just not in voodoo. It's not just in Haitian voodoo or Dominican voodoo or New Orleans voodoo. Motherfuckers die everywhere. So that means it's barons and gay days everywhere in all cultures. They may not identify them. If you ask them niggas identify themselves as that. And they're quite distinguishable. And pretty much, man, these niggas come from a place of being from living. They're not they're not ones who haven't experienced this life. They've experienced this life. Actually, our last son is he's not dedicated to a baron, but he has a baron ass name, a baron middle name. The baron actually asked us to, Keenan. He's still very fond of Keenan. Light years ahead for 5-year-old, but Keenan's an old man. And Keenan knows he's been here before. And communicating with Baron Lacrosse. And he really just I'm fun. And this is before she even had him. Talking to my wife. And he was fond of him. Even in the womb, he was fond of him and letting her know. And, right there with her, she didn't have many complications. She didn't really have any except for fucking just sugar. Low blood sugar. But shit, that was done with real quick, and now this nigga's healthy as a fucking ox. I call him indestructible, cause it doesn't matter. What this a child does, he's just so that's where Keenan Lacrosse. So he's actually named after one of the barons. And was asked to be named after one of the barons. So when you're dealing with these barons, when you're dealing with these gay days, when you're dealing with the dead, you gotta remember one thing. These niggas know the plight. And what's so funny about them is that they can find the humor in it. Kind of like a divine comedy, which they call the divine comedy. And they lie right at the threshold, man. A lot of people say sleep and death are related, in which they are, but it would be more, sleep is more like a cousin to death. The closest thing you will get to death. So that's why these spirits also hang around and help with fertility and the secrets of life and death. Because they've been born. They are sons of men and daughters of women. Experience. Like I posted, a lot of the barons and the La Baronas, I just found out about them. But which that's basically what Bridget is, about Rona. That a lot of them are occult masters. So these people who undertook the great work of figuring out who they were, the nature of this reality, what's their purpose in this reality, and doing their things. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with these barons though. These niggas is my kind of niggas. These is my kind of niggas, man. You know, because this is what I know. I tell my children all the time. I say, yeah, you're gonna be. I know I sound abrasive and harsh now, but this is what I found appreciation in life from my father. I had some aunties that would just make men in Ripperton look like elementary school type shit. You know what I'm saying? But they gave you truth. If you could see past the rash and abrasiveness, they were telling you something so profound that it will impact your life. The Barons and the La Baronas they're abrasive. They don't give two flying fucks about how you feel and what's the law and the rules. That they operate outside of that shit, because that shit really doesn't even fucking matter. It's contexts that we put on things, but see, these niggas don't. So when you dealing with these niggas, like I put in the post, you can petition them. Some of them will fuck with you, but the ones that really want to fuck with you, they'll let you know that they want to fuck with you. So the first one that actually will start fucking with me is, like I say, was Baron Lacrosse. And it's because, I guess, of that intelligence. But it's not the intelligence of the mind, it's the intelligence of the heart, where you understand the irony and the comedy of life. When you understand the purpose and the utter retardation of life, you can understand the pros and the cons of life. You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad of life. And this is pertaining to Lacrosse. So he was actually kind of the first one I started fucking with. And then, he came along, then here come old Baron Saturday. The big dog, you know what I'm saying? And actually, to get our first business name, it came via Papa. Came from a gay day, Papa Gay Day. You know what I'm saying? With his plugs in his nose and shit like that. This nigga was driving a horse carriage. Not really dapper, but he had some cutouts, and his nigga was looking real fly and shit. For me, because it was something different. And this nigga came and he had our business on the carriage RS. And I asked this nigga, what the fuck does that mean? And that nigga looked at me and told me, the fuck you want it to mean? And I say, man, this motherfucker. But HRS, I brought it to my wife, and my wife already knew what it was, and she called it out. But I told her, this is what this nigga showed me, man. And she was like, who? I said, man, it was, the description is Papa Gay Day. She was like, that's who it was. It was a man driving the carriage with an overcoat on, but had some pants that was kind of tethered at the end, like they was told, and he was barefooted. I said, yeah, that was that nigga. She said, yeah, that's who that was. With his shades on at night type shit. And ever since then, and I'm, kind of particular about I'm out and around, because people don't know how to handle straightforwardness no more these days. So I really kind of deal with them niggas when I need some correcting. You know what I'm saying? When I need some insight about myself. But this is my first time ever really talking about fucking with the Barons and the La Baronas and the Gay Days. You know what I'm saying? And I don't deal with them, how these people in voodoo and Haitian voodoo and I don't deal with them niggas like that. So we gotta get that out first and foremost. I don't deal with them how these niggas deal with them and all of this shit. I talk to these, and these niggas talk mad shit back. But they're very enlightening, very insightful. If you want to know the mysteries of life and the grave, and also fertility, you know, with this work, you have to have kind of an idea of what you're doing, where you're gonna end up. And I was telling my wife, you know, as a kid, I said, man, I'm going to be, you know, a death agent. Whether I'm taking the life of the person or I am waiting on them to usher them somewhere. And this is what I've always had in me. You know, I don't want to be no, hey, baby. All right. Y'all take it easy. Have a good trip. Kiss it. All right, son. Take care of your mama. All right. I've always said that. I'm not talking about a mortician and all of that. See, that's just the physical. They ushering the physical. A lot of them don't have the spiritual insights that's needed to them jobs. And I'm not going to say all of them don't. I know a lot of them don't. But I'm not talking about morticians. I'm talking about really being able to usher them in and to guide them to the reality that they created. You see what I'm saying? So I don't do no fucking disclaimers, and ain't no disclaimers that these niggas will fuck you up and all that. These niggas just won't fuck with you. If you on some bullshit, if you study with trivial shit that you can figure out, these niggas won't fuck. I have a better time smoking cigarettes and getting, you know, these niggas drink. Like, real live drink. Like, I did a rum for him. And shit, they put 21 peppers. I didn't put no 21. I just felt that on what I felt. Just felt that bitch up. And I would pour them this motherfucking rum. You know, I let the rum, matter of fact, here, let me amp up we can see. Come on, man. Stop tripping. There we go. I use the Sailor Jerry's, but you see, these niggas, that's like the 8th bottle, and we have bigger ones. They still got a bigger one in the house, but that's like the last of the smaller bottle that I had for them. These niggas get like really drink. Like, if I pour, like the altar I had, if I pour that shit on now, in an hour it's gone. No bullshit. Cigarettes be gone. All type of shit. You know, and this ain't no spooky shit. This is what these niggas like. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Plates of food, shit, forks and shit be missing, and all of this. And these niggas they do their part. What I ask them to do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, like I said, this ain't no scary shit. These is niggas that have lived. So why wouldn't you ask a motherfucker that have lived, asking a motherfucker who don't know what it's like to be in this body? You understand? Don't know what it's like to be down here in this shit. So like I said, Baron the Cross was the first one that came and, you know, fuck with me and you know, would let us know how all of that, and that, you know, be honored if we named him after. And, you know, he got the name. His name is Keenan LaCrosse. But then all the other ones proceeded, and then my wife with these niggas under my wife as well. You know what I'm saying? This is made her real live medicine woman. And I say medicine as in she's a healer. And they've given her insights on some of her shit that, motherfuckers ain't thinking about. And a lot of that, because it's for us. All you motherfuckers. Fuck with these niggas and they'll give you what they want to give you. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, we keep that shit in the house. It's for us. And have made, both of us. Both of us are wonderful healers in the fact that we naturally possess it. We naturally possess healing. People just don't know how to access it. Well, these niggas will show you how. But like I said, the main thing with dealing with these motherfuckers is have you some tough skin. You can't be no pussy ass nigga, no bitch ass nigga. You can't be ooh. Like your one ain't it, they give it to you straight, but you can't take it straight because she too goddamn abrasive. Nah, you ain't fucking with these niggas. And I'm about in the scene. How voodoo is and hating New Orleans. I keep telling you, I don't fuck with them niggas like that. That's them niggas. That's how those people, deal with these mysteries. I don't deal with them like that. They made it clear to me I ain't got to deal with them like that. You know what I'm saying? First time I came up on Baron same day with that bitch mentality, nigga dismissed the fuck out of me. Like, told LaCrosse, like, I thought you said this nigga knew better. Yeah, man. This how these niggas are. I'm not bullshitting with this shit. That's how these niggas are. And I had to come back correct. And then from now on, like last night, told them niggas, alright niggas. Alright. Because it was just like disruptive. And it became like that. Like at, the drop of a dime. Just like fucking disruptive. It was calm and cool, and all of a sudden it was just disruptive. Everything motherfucker was sitting trying to do was being disrupted. And I had been flipping through some of my old work, looking at some of my old pieces, as y'all can see. Old pieces and shit. That was the first one right there. This one started it off. But looking through some of my old pieces and old little residuals and shit that I had. And it was like a nigga was just standing over my side, like, what's up, nigga? When you gonna get us up? Get us right up in here. And so shit, once I seen how it was disruptive, but it wasn't a disruptive like, oh fuck, it was a disruption like, what the fuck did that just? Oh man, what the fuck? It was comical, and so I'm like, I had to stop, and I say, oh fuck, these niggas is showing back up around this bitch. And so when I laid down, went off into my little meditation, I was like, alright niggas, I know y'all around this bitch somewhere. I know y'all here. And niggas like, say nigga, the fuck I shit at? And I had to, we just moved, so I had to let them like, nigga, I'm gonna get you your fucking shit. Man, these goddamn children though, nigga. Nah, nigga, we got them niggas, man. Shit. That little one got y'all all. So when he told me that shit, I was like, that's what I was already suspecting. That little one knows he been here. And he know he been here. It tell you about some old shit. Told his mama. He said, yeah, he said, I lived a full life. Just full conversation I had, I lived a full life. I died. And when I woke up, I was here. This was the conversation this nigga had with his mama. And his mama just, what the fuck, Keenan? And he's like, shit, yeah. I'm not new to this. So last night that them niggas told them, yeah, that little one got y'all out. So I told them niggas I get your shit back, right? So I've been up digging this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Digging they little trinkets and shit out that them niggas fuck with and all of that shit. So go on and pop it, man. But I gotta let y'all. I was just, I ain't gotta let y'all know shit. I was just wanting to inform y'all about these goddamn Barons, man. And these little Baronas. They counted that they women folk. You know what I'm saying? That, don't let these people scare you with these spirits and shit. Because you don't even know. A couple of your fucking ancestors might be barons or rolling around with the gay days and shit like that. I already know when I transition, I'm gonna be rolling with them. I already know this. I'm gonna be fucking with these niggas when I make the transition because I've always had the fuck is a rule. Nah, you're not gonna tell me how my father is. I already know my father is one of them. Cause this nigga has this profound understanding about who he is, what he wanna do, what you ain't gonna not do, and there's no such thing as time, and it ain't no such thing as you imposing yourself on what the fuck he got going on, and will tell you straight up. No whole. Seen him get at my grandma with it. His mama. I seen him get at his mama with it. Like, I understand you who you are, but at the same time, I'm who I am, and hey, I don't need you making plans for me. I got this shit. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But he has this understanding where, like, my father had a heart attack. I found out 6 years ago. You see what I'm saying? To where it's like, shit, Jay, it ain't shit. Hell, I'm still here. Kick it. So, would it make any difference if I told you? Like, what you gonna change? Type shit. How you know if you ain't gonna, stop it? If I want to go, I'll get it yet. So I didn't. And I just had to look at this nigga like, well, fucking right on then, nigga. You got this shit like that, then you got fuck it. And what I'm finding out about my father is that he said he really didn't, doing it in the cult studies, but his understanding has always been a cult. Like I was telling my wife about the situation we was having here, I said, now I have the words to express the shit that this is what my father was telling me growing up. Now I can express it with a defined word. But this was what this nigga had been telling me since I was growing up. The only nigga shades on. And if you know anything about the Baron, they shades. So with that, man, tell y'all, man, fuck with this Baron. It was a little dark. It was a little dark, but it's one of them nigga shits right there, man. You know what I'm saying? One of them nigga shits, man. And fucking with them niggas, man, it's like fucking with your ancestors. Usually go find the ancestor that was brutally honest with you. The ancestor that was just, he wasn't tamed. Because he had an understanding, or she had an understanding that this shit really, it ain't really real anyway. So what the fuck you over here tripping for? Type shit. And that's these niggas. That's that energy. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't for everybody. Everybody don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers be offended by them. They're just disruptive spirits. And what they say, they're not conventional. And that's one thing my wife, a lot of my family told my wife when she got with me. That nigga is not conventional. He's not the norm. So, day, evening, whatever time it is. And, holla at them Barons, man. Peace.